international journals and conferences with his name. Dr. Chaubey is author of a renowned book, Wastewater Treatment Technologies Design Considerations, published by Village Publisher, USA. He is currently working as Global Vice President, Environment, Sustainability and Green Cell with UPL. He has been awarded with Most Influential Sustainability Leader Award, Chief Sustainability Officer of the Year Award, and Asia Sustainable Leadership Award. Mr. Chaubey, please welcome.
Good morning, respected Section Chairman and the member on dais and off dais. So I always feel happy to be among you. And the last time in 2019, I was in BDMA. And whenever I come at Bharuch, I always feel happy, and I used to feel several things happening in sustainability. I travel globally, but one thing I can tell you that some of the unique feature which Bharuch has, I don't able to find anywhere, and so why I love this place from the point of ESG and sustainability. And there are several things, but 4 features I like about this industrial estate. One is that you have notified industrial estate. So you will find various industry clusters around the world, but notified industrial estates, very few are there. And notified industrial estate means before bringing this industrial estate, a detailed environmental impact assessment has been done by GIDC, and it was approved by the statutory body Ministry of Environment Forest, and after doing all the due diligence, this industrial estate came. So that is the one standard feature. Second, I found we have a very good here effluent management system. Common effluent treatment plant managed by LCTL and BEIL. I used to travel those common effluent treatment plants, and they are very good working. And relatively, if you see the other industrial estate common effluent treatment plant, I can tell here both common effluent treatment plants are working very well. Third thing is hazardous waste management landfill site, which is managed by BEIL. It is excellent landfill site. And the fourth things which I am going to tell you, which you have only in India you have unique system, that is deep sea discharge system. And if you see globally, worldwide, then only one deep sea discharge system can be made comparative, means at par, that is one at US. No other deep sea discharge system can be compared what the Bharuch has. And if you see the features of that deep sea discharge system, then 10 km inside the deep sea, diffusers are well equipped and systems are in place. So these 4 are very unique features. And what we need to do, we need to do the dialogue with the statutory body, that if we have these 4 unique systems, then there should be certain change in the regulations also to benefit those features. Like if we have notified industrial estate, then the all industry in this area, notified industrial estate, should be moved from category A to category B2. And the moment we will move into B2 category, then we will have a very fast environment clearance. Second thing is we have the deep sea discharge system. So at this moment we need to align our effluent implement a standard for the discharge into deep sea with the US EPA. And I shall show you in my presentation going forward that how different US EPA have a standard for the effluent discharge and what we have. So I think now I shall move on our presentation. So I am representing here UPL, and you can see UPL is a world leader in organic solutions, and revenue wise we are 5th largest agrochemical company in the world, but sustainability wise if you see we are number 1 among agrochemicals in the world, and that you can see the DJSI score. Also, our presence is more than 138 countries. We are logo holder of responsible care and FTSE for good. And the unique feature UPL have that we are the only agrochemical in the world who have been listed in the Dow Jones Sustainability Index year. So that's about our company, and we are doing a lot of work in this area from UPL side in sustainability. Several technology we have brought for the wastewater management, and that I shall share with you. We are working very closely with the UPL University of Sustainable Technology, and I can tell you that the main aim of creating UPL University of Sustainable Technology is to have a very good world-class trained manpower for the industry, whether it's chemical or environment management system. And let me share my experience with the UPL University of Sustainable Technology. Panjwani sir is here, who leading the UPL University. 4 days back, he WhatsApped me message that nearly 4 or 3 days back, 4 students from the UPL University, they got gold medal from the GT, Gujarat Technical. And among those 4, one student, we have also recruited at our environment team, and Prasad Kale is here. He also got the gold medal from the GT. So why I share with you? Because if you see the performance of UPL, which I will tell you during the presentation, now we are number 1 among the agrochemicals globally. I can give a lot of credit to UPL University, because last 4 or 5 years we have recruited so many trainees, and in especially in my department, which I do sustainability, environment, green sale, we have number of trainees and students pass out from the UPL University. They are working in last 4 or 5 years, and I can share my experience as a head of department that those students who now working with UPL, they are excellent in performance. And we have implemented sustainability reporting as per GRI practice. We have set our science-based target. We have reduced our environment footprint. We have released our TCFD report. So in all this, they have contributed a lot. So that's about the UPL University of Sustainable Technology. Another good part is that we are planning, we are discussing to start one course, postgraduate diploma in environmental compliance and sustainability. Very soon, once it will get approved by university, it will start. And I feel that will be very good for the industry, because in that course curriculum, we have embedded all the environmental compliances and sustainability. And those working, this is basically for the working professional who are working for the industry. It will be maybe of 1 year course. And I can tell you, I have gone personally with the syllabus and curriculum. Those people who will pass out from this course, I am sure that they will be very excellent in the environmental compliances, they will be very excellent in embedding the sustainability inside the organization, they will be able to understand science-based target, ACFT reporting and managing the international rating agency. So going forward, I shall cover some of the case studies, some of my viewpoints from the UPL, and then later on I shall also cover that what kind of work we need to do, especially for the environmental reforms, where we need to do the advocacy and start dialogue with the regulatory bodies. So that I shall cover at last. So here I can show you with this one presentation that how we have used sustainability as a tool at UPL. So 5-6 years back when we started the journey, then at that point of time we were using sustainability as a tool to meeting environmental compliances, reducing environmental footprint. But today we have transformed the sustainability at UPL where it's creating the value. And some of the value you can see in this presentation. We have reduced the environment footprint, and if you translate in terms of monetary benefit, like we have reduced 30% water consumption, more than 30% carbon emission reduction happened, and nearly 66% waste reduction happened in last 5 years. And if you translate into monetary value, then it is nearly 45 million US $ benefits happen because of energy bill, water bill and waste bill saving. And 45 million means it's nearly 360 crore rupees per annum saving. We got 1.5 billion US $ green loan, and that is also linked with our sustainability performance. And a part of this, we able to manage the perception and create the trust by scoring highest position among the agrochemicals globally as far as Dow Jones Sustainability Index rating is concerned. Now next this is the performance. So whatever today UPL is, it was not done in 1 year or 1 day. Continuously we have worked, and you can see that continuously our performance go on increasing, whether it is a Dow Jones Sustainability Index or FTSE Russell. FTSE Russell is from the London Stock Exchange. They have also rated us #1 among agrochemicals globally. And from Netherlands, premium rating agency, Sustainalytics, you can see reducing because the minimum is good. They are doing the risk reduction trend, and if it is minimum, it means you have a minimum ESG risk, and minimum score is better for the Sustainalytics. So that is from the Netherlands. So almost all world leading rating agencies, they have rated UPL very well, and so why today we stand #1 globally. Now this slide, I am not going to tell you much more. ESG already from E&Y, very good presentation he has made. So just I am going to save the time, and I am speaking just going ahead with the different one. Okay, this is the one survey which was conducted, and what survey is showing that day by day perception is getting changed in industry as far as sustainability and ESG is concerned. And you can see 2019 what perception was, and 2021 has been captured, but if you capture now 2023, then I can tell you that sustainability nowadays is used as a tool to create the value for the profitability of business and creating the brand. Now this is a framework, global framework, which we have applied inside the UPL, and you may see this is applicable for all kind of industry, and anyone can apply this global framework. Here we have first set the sustainability goals, which is aligned with the Paris Agreement on climate change, SDG and science-based target. So if you see our UPL target, it is aligned with the science-based target. Global reporting, we have followed the global reporting framework where as per the GRI guidelines, every year we put our sustainability report in public domain. Also, we have released our TCFD report. TCFD report is nothing but there we have done the scenario analysis that how going forward due to climate change business will be impacted and how we will mitigate those risks. And global certification is concerned, FTSE for good logo and responsible care logo holder. So it's not only for the UPL. Actually, this is for the all industry that they should try to get the certification. And if you have certification, it means you are doing good work in the sustainability. And then the global rating. Global ratings are very important, and especially for the industry who are doing the manufacturing, because today we need to work on managing the perception of people. And what perception 10 years back, today the same perception cannot be applied. And industries and the corporate are doing very good work in sustainability and ESG, but several people carry perception of 10 or 2 decades or 1 decade back. So it's very, very important that we should manage the perception of international rating agency. We should manage the perception of community that we are doing the great work in the sustainability. Now here some of the survey I have done, and you can see here, first is the responsible care company. So I am also in the Indian Chemical Council, and we have created one group, carbon neutrality group, and I am heading the carbon neutrality group. So there we have just done one quick survey that how many responsible care companies have the sustainability reporting as per GRI practice. So we found 44%. It's only RC companies are in India. If you see, only 70-80 companies are responsible care companies as per the Indian Chemical Council. Among that 70 companies, when we did the survey, very recently we did, 24% are reporting. If you see the scope 3 emission reporting practice, then only 31% RC responsible company as on date, they are disclosing the scope 3 emission. On science-based target, only 15% have set the science-based target. TCFD reporting, 14% responsible care company. And carbon neutrality, only 14% company have committed the carbon neutrality. So I think if you see this framework, then we need to do a lot of work. And if this is the position of responsible care company, then you can imagine that when they will do survey of entire industry, entire company, then what will be the figure. Also, I have given a comparison of Nifty 50 company. So Nifty 50 companies are top 50 listed India companies at a stock exchange, and their also position is not very good. So they also have to do a lot of work to follow the global sustainability practices. Now this is one of the task force which we have created at the Indian Chemical Council, and the main aim of this task force is to prepare the roadmap for the carbon neutrality, because as per Paris Agreement on climate change, we have to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. At UPL, we have declared publicly that we will achieve by 2040 carbon neutrality. Now this is the some of the our recent publication which came in the public domain, and you can refer our UPL website, sustainability report, scope 3 emissions, TCFD report, science-based target. So this we have put in the public domain, and UPL came out with all these global framework. Now this is about the scope 3 emission of ours, UPL, and maybe more or less it is applicable for the chemical company. And what I want to show here that the main challenge in chemical industry is a scope 3 emission. And a scope 3 emission always happens to be, means it constitute more than 75%. So we have to work more toward our suppliers, and we have to embed the sustainable procurement practices. At UPL, we have engaged our nearly 5,000 suppliers who are globally, and we came out with the sustainable procurement policy, and we are discussing with them, and we are sure that going forward their emissions will also come down, so our scope 3 emission will also come down. A part of that, there are 15 categories in the scope 3 emission, and all we have evaluated with the help of Gavi software. Now this is about science-based target, so I will go quickly because we have the very less time, and also the other speaker have already discussed on this. This is the process of setting science-based target. So why I am showing this, that it is very important that every industry should set the science-based target, and there is a process, and they have to follow, and then you should follow those targets. Now this is our UPL carbon, water and waste neutrality roadmap, and this roadmap we have disclosed publicly. You can see in our sustainability reports also, and we have set target that by short-term target by 2025 we will reduce 25% carbon, we will reduce 20% water, and we will reduce 25% waste from the 1920 baseline, and we got 1.5 billion green loan based upon the performance of this short term 2025. We have set science-based target, which is a mid-term target, and by 2035 we are committed to reduce 63% carbon emission, 63% water and 63% waste. And by 2040, UPL is committed to achieve carbon neutrality, water neutrality, and zero waste to land. So that's our vision and that's our plan related to carbon and water waste neutrality. Some of the we have the very less time, but I always love to explain some of the technology, some of the work which we are doing for the wastewater management. But in the interest of time, I will not go in the detail. But yes, you can contact me anytime, and we can discuss. UPL always feel we love to discuss with people and share our experience and knowledge as far as sustainability and wastewater management is concerned. And anytime you can discuss with me. So this is a small thing that how segregation helps the industry in managing the complex wastewater treatment, and especially in the chemical industry. So at UPL, earlier we were found problem because we used to collect all the effluent at one place and then we treat with the effluent treatment plant. But we found several problems, and then we introduced effluent segregation practice, and almost all UPL we have this practice that we have identified 3 streams. One is green stream where TDS is very less than 5,000 ppm. COD is also less and it can be treated well with the biological treatment. Then the yellow stream where slightly difficult effluent and we have applied different technology. And then the red stream where the TDS is very which we have embedded at UPL in last 3-4 years, and we have a very good experience with these technologies. One is a scale ban. A scale ban is a technology by which you can recycle and reuse your treated wastewater in cooling tower. And normally, those people who are involved with the cooling tower, when the TDS happens to be more than 5,000 ppm or 6,000 ppm, then we have to do the blowdown. But when you use a scale ban, then you can recycle the same water as high as up to 2,50,000 ppm. So very less blowdown happens, very less water consumption happens, and you can utilize even treated wastewater in the cooling tower. And similarly, volume, diaphragm will be a forward osmosis technology, which is very new, and so I am getting the input that yes, we should now close this presentation, so I am going very fast. So now I am entering the area where we need environmental reform, and that we need to do the dialogue with the regulatory bodies, and our chairman, Mr. Raju, most of his time nowadays go on doing the advocacy with the statutory body, that what kind of environment reforms we can bring in India such that we can fulfill the ambition of our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, having a 5 trillion economy by 2024-25. And I can summarize you, at this moment of time, we are doing advocacy on these 3 things, and these 3 things are very important for the Bharuch industrial area. One is, we are saying that in a notified industrial estate, you move all industry from A category to B2 category. And the moment MOEF will do this, then you will get very fast environment clearance, because no need to do the detailed environmental impact assessment every time while taking the EC. And why we are saying, because this is a notified industrial estate, already while making the industrial estate, a detailed EIA has been done, so no need of doing again and again. Second thing is, align deep sea discharge with the international standards. And at this moment, as I told you in the beginning, that in Bharuch we have a unique deep sea discharge system, and similar system is there in the US, and there the government, you can see here the deep sea discharge system regulation in US. You can see this is the US EPA. So US EPA is allowing up to 4,000 ppm COD into deep sea discharge. And today in India, we have the regulation applied, same the river discharge standard, 250 ppm. Maybe for CETP they have made it 500 ppm, but for individual industry, still it's 250 ppm. So we are discussing with the Ministry of Environment, Forest and requesting that you align the deep sea discharge standard with the US EPA standard. And one thing you can see, Cormic's model, this Reliance Industry has done very good survey with the help of ERM and Cormic's modeling. And what that Reliance report is saying, that when you discharge into deep sea, just 40 meters away from the discharge point, irrespective of concentration, you will get the ambient conditions. So, and based upon this Cormic's modeling result only, the US EPA has made a different standard for the deep sea discharge. So, our request is that from the Ministry of Environment Forest, that please look into this and align the deep sea discharge standard with the US EPA standards. Here I have given my book. Recently I have published one book, Wastewater Treatment Technology Design Consideration. There also I have covered detail about the deep sea discharge and how the regulation in US and what regulation we have in India. Then the second thing we are discussing that zero liquid discharge should not be made mandatory. And especially in the Bharuch area, where we have a very good treatment system and we have the marine discharge. So it is a crime toward the environment if we are doing the zero liquid discharge, because the carbon emission happens 4 times more with the ZLD and the hazardous waste generation happens to be 2 times more. So it is crime toward the environment if in each kind of region we are making zero liquid discharge. And we are discussing with the Ministry of Environment and CPCB that please make amendment in the regulations. You can see here the data that when you have a standard US EPA, when you have a standard to meet India standard, and when zero liquid discharge, then how the power consumption go on increasing. Now this is the last slide. So with this conclusion, I will conclude my speech. So I think the first thing we need to work at industry, where we should set the target, we should embed the sustainability, and that work must be done. Second thing is that we have to roadmap, we have to follow the roadmap where we can achieve the carbon neutrality as per Paris Agreement on climate change, and there we need to change the energy mix slowly and slowly from fossil to renewable energy. And third thing, we have to also do the advocacy and have a dialogue with our regulatory body to have certain environmental reform, and as I have already discussed these 3 environmental reforms. So I think with that I shall end and conclude my presentation. Thank you.
Dr. Chaubey, thank you very much for very enlightening presentation. Many of the things you have said actually echoes the sentiments which most of us have here. Thank you for presenting it properly. And now it is time for questions and answers session. So,
Tech team, can we please have a mic?